What remains of Edith Finch? You just replayed this game the night before last? Oh, I gotta use a controller. Okay, this game wants a controller. We can do that. Probably. Maybe? Oh. Macaroon Raccoon, thank you! Hang on, I'm trying to get control of everything here. Very loud. Game decided to be very loud right off the bat. Didn't really give me an option to do anything else. Yeah, we want VSync on, please. The rest of this I'm happy with. We can probably actually raise that up too. Yeah, okay. Back to it. Macaroon Raccoon, thank you. Boosting that hype train even more, my goodness. You're kind, you're very kind. Alright, here we go. Edith Finch. Can I... Buttons?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that.
Ah, okay. Audio is not great, actually. Sound effects, let's crank that down. Music, let's crank that down. I want to be able to hear what they're saying.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Well, that's a house, yes. Hello, neighbor? Anybody? No? Okay, oh, that's pretty.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Well, yeah, because the place is going to fall down literally any second now. This is pretty. It's a pretty flower. Oh, good. It's not a house of leaves. Appreciate that. Uh-huh. Comfy. Oh.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh, boy. Yeah, at that point, just stop opening the mail.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. Just knock the letters all over the ground. Sheesh.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
The whole house. All of them. All of the houses on the rooms
Maybe
of the
she
house.
thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I mean, I guess she wasn't wrong. Should we stick to the beaten path or go off the beaten path? Is this a choices game? Am I making a choice already? I am making a choice already. Ah, Thwarbird, hello. Huh.
I haven't driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Okay, so that means there's ungulates that live around here. Look, an ungulate! There's one of them ungulates right now! It's a two-toed ungulate! Yeah, you better run.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Well, why not? It's absolutely serene.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the
I
answer.
can't believe I ate the whole thing.
What kind of trauma could have happened? Well, I mean, trauma is obviously what kept you away. But, like...
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been
Yeah, a
dreaming
perfectly
about it.
ordinary house. Perfectly, totally ordinary, 100% good, perfectly good house. With a dragon's head in the stream below. I one day wish to desire to live so far away from civilization that I don't have to worry about zoning permits and building restrictions. Missing. Milton Finch. I'm guessing that's my brother.
As a child, The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
How about stability
Now,
issues?
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Realistically, I would be too, actually. I mean, we could go that way. We could. I guess this game is like all about choices, ain't it? All right, let's go around. The side door. You go in the side door? Oh yeah, there's raccoons in there for sure. This is a normal way to get into a house.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Is all of this narrated? Hello? I'm surprised this place hasn't been looted. Been abandoned this long. Squatters? Anything? Maybe it's just so far
For
out.
the first time in years,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I felt like I was home.
Ah. Yes. Home. Indeed.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, so everywhere I turn there's gonna be dialogue, huh? Well, if that's the case, we're gonna take just a second here, because we got bone jitters to do. Just super duper fast. That's what we're gonna do. Hang on, buckle your pants, because they might fall down. Yay! I suppose it is a jitterbug, yes. Alright, so we got lots of fish in a can, that's good. That's probably very good. This feels like it was abandoned way too recently.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I mean, I don't even have to eat that much salmon before I'm like, yo, I'm good.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Pretty good, honestly. It's pretty good. It's a lot of salmon cans. Oh my gosh. Also, who left the washer and dryer on for the past 7 years?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it.
Oh,
Like a smile with too many teeth.
abnormal at all. I love it. Honestly, I love this house already so much.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
I mean, maybe you just lost him in one of these rooms? Have you tried the pantry? Wow. You vitrified this with spray foam.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
A hell of a burial.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Ah. Whatever could have caused the house to sink? Certainly is a lot of bracing in here.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Poor Edie.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I can speak to this from experience. while I personally would never want to put someone in a nursing home, I wouldn't want to put them in any sort of long term. When my dad passed, well, like, you know, when he was getting older, before he passed, we kept him. We did not put him in a nursing home. We didn't do that. He stayed with us, and we stayed with him. And only at one point during that time did we honestly need a break. Alzheimer's is hard. Alzheimer's is a hard thing to deal with, and it takes a lot of energy to help someone who has Alzheimer's. So we did put him in a nursing home for a week so he could take a vacation. Not even a vacation, just my mom needed to leave town and just a general respite. But even then, we still visited him literally every day to make sure he's being taken care of. And I don't wish to speak ill of caretakers in general, but nursing homes are not generally very great. They're not. If it's not a staffing issue, it's an elder abuse issue. If it's not an elder abuse issue, it's a cleanliness issue. And those that truly care get muddled up and mixed in with those who just want to get a paycheck and get out at any cost. And it ends up hurting everyone in the long run. That's what happens when you mix selfish people with selfless people. So, you know, spend time with your family. That's the moral. I like this little bird. This little bird. It's so cute. I like it. Little trinket bird. Oh. Oh.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh, which took longer? Oh, this is definitely a Pacific
Mom
Northwest
always told
place.
me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I was gonna say, that is a Sasquatch? Forest, lakes? Yeah, this is definitely a PNW sort of vibe. Yeah, I think I saw something that was like Washington earlier. I wasn't gonna call it out right away, but yeah, it does. That doesn't surprise me at all. It's a rough time, Boexa. It really is. Nate or not, I feel for you as well.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Yeah, a whole house, apparently. Hello.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Two very headstrong women, it sounds like. Just sealed up rooms of the house, huh?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Wait. Well, okay, rude, but also, like, was his dead brother physically in there? Look, that's not unheard of.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is definitely a unique situation. My goodness. Oh! Oh, it's so cute! A little construction finch and a little... Oh, no! Oh, God! There's two finches! Look at them! Ooh.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh. So that's Edie. She died in 2010. I'm guessing that was her husband, Sven? Grandpa Sven? Was that mentioned earlier? That was probably mentioned earlier. Okay, so this family's ritual is to... 1, celebrate Bigfoot. 2, seal up their corpses inside rooms. Got it.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so she was the film star of the family, I'm guessing. Nordic Cookbook, Tales of Taste and Tummies. Taming the Sea, A Fisherman's Guide. More steps up. Oh. Ah. All right.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin? Well, okay. Powerful family, I guess. My God.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Looks like she never grew out of it, though. But you know what? Royalties can pay you your entire life, so who knows? Maybe she didn't need to. Ugh. These could actually straight up be real wines for all I know. My goodness. They look vaguely familiar. I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these books. I think the Metamorphosis is definitely a real book. The King in Yellow is definitely a real book, and seeing that book in this game makes me a little worried. All right. Okay. Well. This is just a figment of imagination.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh. Well. Keys? Keys to something? Guess not. Okay. In some cultures, well, actually, I think in one culture in South America, it is actually tradition to, when someone passes away, they kind of basically dehydrate the body and then store it in the building's attic. By building, I mean it is kind of a straw hut, but...
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Ah, yes, okay, sure. So, these rooms were open to everybody until my character's mom sealed them shut, and then my character's grandma installed peepholes in them. But how do you install a peephole on just one side?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
I mean, seems chill.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Well, okay.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well, I guess we're about to find out. I guess, yeah, if you don't care about the thing falling back out, who cares?
My mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Crawl into the walls here.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
No plan.
But I had no idea what was behind
Just
that
actions.
door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Okay, so it seems they do not bury the bodies in the house.
Looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Well, they just
Being
kind
inside
of
for the first
preserve the
time,
room.
I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
I mean, kind of, a little bit, yeah.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I like the jellyfish. The deer skull, that's cool. 1947, and they had a jellyfish plushie? That was not impossible. What is this? A drywall shark? Triple recursion. Ant farm. Orca Island calves. Orcas Island calves? Okay, yeah, that's definitely PNW.
Spent a lot of time
That's here in Washington for
before
sure.
My mom sealed the doors.
December
I was not far from the
13th,
location not that long ago.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, a story within a story. It goes deeper. So we're on a boat reading a journal about us going home, and now we're home inside the journal, reading a journal about a little girl who got sent to bed without eating dinner. The gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh! Whoa! Oh no! Don't eat the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
My goodness, child, how hungry are you? I mean, at least it's not a shrimp. Is this a night I starved to death?
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste? Oh, that's not good. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh, starvation is... Oh, no! No! We don't need to eat that. We can choose our fate, right? We can choose our fate? We don't need to eat mistletoe.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Then
Yeah.
I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh, boy.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Please don't eat the
I
bird.
reached out for her.
Please do not eat the bird.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? Okay. Well, this is a familiar situation. It's not like we've never been a cat in a game before. Okay, what buttons do what, though? Oh, I gotta jump.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Well, then maybe don't eat the bird. Maybe we can choose to not eat bird? This is a little confusing. No! No. No. Why does the Y button open the menu? Okay, that's the button I need.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
No, they just stood there. Ominously. Like they're made of plastic.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, jeez.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Okay. So we're hunting for mice now.
Rabbits.
There's a rabbit. I don't think that rabbit's doing too good. It's our rabbit now.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I
Oh,
swallowed him up, and
Goodness.
I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
an elk. I don't know. What do I eat? Mostly
A mama
bones.
rabbit.
Whatever's lying around, really. Goodness, it's really kind of difficult to get an angle here. Oh, goodness. Got it.
She was
Why are we
almost
eating
too big to
mothers?
carry.
First the
I
bird,
started
then the
choking,
mother
but I
rabbit.
couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
That's not where sharks go. Ow. 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 Okay. Ow. 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 Fuck. Ow. Ow. Pissed. Ow. God. Fuck.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Hungrier than ever.
Okay.
I
I smell you,
fat,
prey.
Juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Well, where'd she go? Uh-huh. Hello.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
This poor girl, is she in her death throes right now? I've been on the internet long enough to know where this is going. Okay.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
People.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Hello. Are we on a ferry? I think we're on a ferry.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I loved your singing. You taste great, though. Not often we get to play the monster outside of the month of monsters.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, no.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ew. That's not usually where good smells come from. No! No, that's not okay. That's not okay.
I got closer and closer.
Uh-oh.
All my stomach started growling.
All of them?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh boy. What an incredible journaler.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so we have a whole way to go on this tree just to get to us. Barbara's next, I guess, or Edie, I don't know. Hello? Kitty? Okay, yeah, let's step out onto the trellis work. That's fine.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of
wild
time
family.
in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, Edie.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, was that the dragon-shaped slide we saw outside? I guess so. Well, Sven the Swedish architect.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year.
Feels like a How I Met Your Mother
just
reference.
in time to replace the old ones.
Okay, this isn't a stretch actually. If I think about it, it actually is all kind of connected. If you've ever watched How I Met Your Mother, it's a decent sitcom. In the later series, there's a rival architecture firm called Sven, and they're three Swedish guys who try to steal Ted's clients, and advertises to them that they will build a giant dragon-shaped office building as their architecture masterpiece. So, Sven building a dragon, it just kind of, I don't know. There's no such thing as a coincidence, y'all.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
I don't think that's something to really be proud of, but okay.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you, though? If there is.
I hadn't thought of myself.
How do you
as
know
Edith
there's not?
Jr. for a long, long time.
Alright, so you're just Edith and Edie. Alright, well, there's the dragon. He was building a dragon.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I like Edie. I like her a
Her
lot.
room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Oh boy.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Okay, just wow, that is I mean, I've heard of people moving their houses. And I've seen people like actually physically pull up like a 3-story house out of the ground, foundation and everything, and have it be moved down freeways to different states. That is a wild thing to witness, and it doesn't happen very often anymore for obvious economic reasons. But the concept of putting your house on a boat and sailing it across the ocean? Oh my God. Your grandfather delivered a burning house. Please expand. Hats, look at me right now. Please, hats, tell me more. All right? This show isn't about me anymore. This is about your grandpa, and I need you to tell me more. Oh my gosh.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, yeah, I would do it.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Okay, wait, hang on. Whoa. Let's take a pause really quickly here. So they went from Norway and hauled their house from Norway in the Atlantic Ocean to the Orcas Islands in Washington in the Pacific Ocean. Did they go around Africa? Did they go down south around Africa? They had to have cut through Panama, right? That would be the only way. Can you imagine being in the Panama Canal and just seeing a house being hauled? Oh my God. I know this is fiction, but I'm really living it right now. Power lines got caught on the gutter. They made a show about moving the house, and it was epic. Pretty much shaped your childhood. They noticed it was on fire about halfway down the highway and told the firemen they were bringing it over. That's incredible. Oh my God, hats, that is incredible. I kind of mixed in Haifei's comment there, but oh my goodness. That's so cool. The Northern Passage, like through the Arctic? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Oops. No, I wasn't done with that. We got more.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Okay, yep.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay. Well, that's one way to get your news.
Whatever's wrong with this family It goes back a long ways.
Really? His family has a tragic, mysteries of death and thereafter, Odin Finch. This family has a definite, legacy building, wait a second. Hang on. I'm connecting a dot here. Okay, hang on. Can I open that book again? Yes. Okay. So Odin and Ingeborg brought them over, and Sven and Edie made that branch. Got it. So Molly, being one of the younger kids, got it. Okay. Sam and Kay continued it up. All right. It's actually a pretty linear tree. But Molly... So, wait, hang on. That means Sven and Edie basically starved Molly to death. She only lived 10 years. She was 10 years old when she died. Of hunger, I presume. And Barbara didn't live much longer. I mean, we'll get to all these kids, but holy shit. This is... I mean, I'm sorry not to douse and not to douse your love of Edie, but like, I'm concerned about how they parented. Oh my gosh. I mean, what was in that toothpaste?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I certainly do not, Hungy. I get that they did. But this seemed like kind of willful neglect if they could afford to be doing all of this, yet have a hungry daughter, you know? Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more to unlock. Maybe it wasn't neglect, but like... something happened. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. They certainly like to do these sorts of... Helios, didn't they?
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Uh-huh.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Okay.
It's hidden in this book.
Ah. That was cute. Oh.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I mean, honestly, Filthy, yeah, quite possibly that's it. They were going through a financially rough time, couldn't quite afford to keep dinner on the table. Barbara, was it Barbara? Let me double check. Molly was hungry enough that she just started eating things, or maybe she had pica. I don't know. Maybe that was just her thing, is eating things. And she ate a whole tube of toothpaste, and that just killed her gut bacteria. Milton was here too. Milton was just kind of everywhere. Milton discovered all the secrets of this house, didn't he? Oh boy. Fort Calvin. Why does Calvin have a red rope lining off his room? And versus, oh, because this was the shared ones. This is the shared brothers.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Okay. Wow.
And that he never talked about him.
Oh. I mean, it seems like they would have been pretty close, but I guess it... Oh. Does that say age 8? So he was born in 1950. Died in 1968. So he was 18 years old when he died. And he was 11 when he died. So Sam... Oh, Sam. Well, actually, we don't know. Maybe he just stopped measuring himself in 1968. He definitely went off to fight the fight, I guess. Yeah, no, he definitely lived more than 18 years. Okay. Odin Finch National Park. Guess that's how that happens. Two brothers. Both patriots in their own unique ways. Hello. Squeak. Oh. Every family's got its secrets. This is a lot of secrets. Maybe I'm not ready to go in here. You think about that? Take a second, Edith. Take a second. Fort Sam. Fort Calvin.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I guess that makes sense.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
And we'll do that in just a second. But first, a Wheel of Fate. Spin it to win it. What's it gonna be? Gonna be a prize? It's been a while since we gave away a prize. Oh, it's promote. Alright, it's me talking about myself. Buckle up, y'all, because I can talk about myself for hours without getting self-conscious. That was a lie. Ha! Yeah. Hi, I'm Erie. If you've never been here before, I play lots of scary games. This game doesn't seem so scary so far. It might change, I don't know. But, yeah. Tonight we're doing what we call the Wheel of Dread. I have so many short, scary games that I have not gotten through, and I've had them for years, that the only way I can think to tackle them anymore is to put them on a big spin wheel and spin them and just play whatever it lands on and then just go for it. So tonight it landed on What Remains of Edith Finch, which is so far a delight. I really, truly adore this game quite a bit. Yeah. But also, if you haven't been here before, you should come hang out with us. We got a Discord. Link is in chat. We talk about all sorts of spooky things. And a YouTube channel where I upload all of my past playthroughs in episodic format. So you don't have to worry about, like, 4-hour VODs being just posted and left to be there. No, you actually get to watch episodes like an actual YouTube channel be doing. Yeah. And last but not least, I have a coffee. If you like the haunted house and you've been here a while and you want to support the haunted house, yeah, this is a passion for me. This is my hobby. This is where all of my extra effort goes into. This is my creative outlet. So if you like the haunted house and you want to support it and help me keep growing it, the best way to do that is via coffee. I appreciate bits. I appreciate subs. I really do. I'd rather coffee would be better because then you're not giving half of your money away to Bezos Bub in an effort to give it to me. Bezos Bub doesn't deserve any more money. We don't need to give Bezos Bub any more money. So yeah. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get back to Edith Finch then, huh? Oh. Nice little cast. Whee! Oh, kids breaking their legs.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
What was in that mushroom?
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Whee! I definitely want to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Whoops.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh, no.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Okay, I'm on my way, Mom. God, calm down. I'm I'm trying to stop it, but you know, I got a broken leg. I can only move so fast. How do I get out of chair? Can I even leave chair? I want to leave chair. I guess maybe I can't leave chair. We're just gonna go. Calvin is the one who died younger, if I remember right. So, is this how we die? The branch gives out while we're swinging wild like this?
Or maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh no.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what
Made
I
up his
wanna
mind to
remember
do
about my
what?
brother.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my
The day
god!
he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
What a beautifully poetic way to remember your brother's traumatic death.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I mean, we kind of all did on the playground, but like, you know, at least we had the comforting embrace of gravel to greet us when we didn't quite make it. Not painful rocks below.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh, jeez.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's why he's 18 and he measures his final height before leaving his brother forever. Oh. Oh, rough. And imagine having to, like, sleep across from that. As you age, just your brother's ghost constantly looming over you. Just forever there, forevermore. That's rough. That's really rough. T- 10 out of 10, I'd highly recommend,
The
but don't do
passages
what
were a
Calvin
pretty
did.
Tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
And wine bottles. Don't mind if I do. Milton was here too. Goodness, Milton had access to every single one of these rooms.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh boy. All right, we're going to do the bone jitters really quick and get back into it. Hang tight. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. All right. What? What's wrong with this song? Camel by Camel. It's a great song. Nothing wrong with Camel by Camel. All right, we've made it into Child Star Barbara's room. How did poor Child Star Barbara
I
die?
never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
(1944 to 1960). So she lived to be 16. Dreadful Stories, guest starring
All the stories
Barbara
people wrote
Finch.
about Barbara's death. I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, old Jack here. Oh, okay.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Rude.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Wow.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh my god, Sven, what the fuck, dude?
Got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
Oh
You're
boy.
right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to
Key
keep
hidden in the music
winding
box.
and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
20 minutes it took you to go wait?
She reached for the music box.
Oh boy.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
So he just put the key right back, I guess? Can they use this song in this game? Is that okay?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Alright. I hope my VOD doesn't get blocked.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Jesus Christ.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
Rick?
Oh, we waited
Barb,
way too long for that
relax.
smack.
I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I would be too.
Then
That's messed
act
up.
Furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Uh-oh.
Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, guess we're going upstairs. Oh boy. Hang on one second. Things seem to be breaking down a little bit here. Let me fix it. Huzzah! Bones! Let there be bones! Or crunchy little snacks. Your choice. Okay, there we go. Dark Stripe! 27 months, my goodness. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Guess we're not climbing up that. There's the fireplace. We go upstairs now. Walter! Walter! Oh, jeez.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished.
Bum,
but his
bum, bum.
bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
What?
And really he was.
Good work, Barbara.
Enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
What,
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
So I guess we'll go out and we'll beat the shit out of him?
The door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh, great. I have to go downstairs now. At the pace of slow pudding. No! Not man! No, door, hook, hand, car door!
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Uh-oh. Doorbell. Did he disappear back into the basement?
Was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
No, not the call!
Oh dear.
What?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Uh-oh.
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
So many references in this.
She had a taste for stardom.
Aw.
But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
Oh,
They took it
buddy.
all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh, God.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ah! Ah! 10 out of 10.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as
Aw.
absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Probably, actually. Not a bad comic. How is that even still there? How has nature not fully reclaimed that by now? Huh. Improv night. Barb Street. It's very pretty. I dig it. I like the whole energy here. Alright, back into the box we go. Gino, hello.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But did that really happen? How you doing, Chino? Been a minute. Good to see you, friend. We're just gonna go play with the music box that had a dead person's ear in it.
Funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Oh, is it downstairs? It is downstairs, of course, because you have to access the basement from the ground level. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. All right. Well, now we're gonna go discover that fridge. Do we see a stain of an ear in here? Not really. If there was an ear stain in there, they cleaned it up real good. But I would suspect the boyfriend as well. Kind of just a very disrespectful person in general. And Sven was just everywhere, wasn't he?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I kind of don't blame her. Knowing Sven's habits,
I saw
the best
Edie
place to have
sneak
a
down to the
workshop.
basement once, carrying packages.
Packages,
I thought maybe
Snacks?
she was hiding presents.
popsicles.
It turned out she was hiding.
Oh,
a lot
definitely
more than
not.
that.
A generator kicks on? Good Lord.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Can you blame him? Family is cursed as hell. Oh my God, it's a survival
If
bunker.
there's a pattern in all these stories,
Holy shit, this is cool as hell.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It's a legit survival bunker. A toilet, shower, and everything. It's cool as... Oh my gosh.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What's shaking?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Yeah, I guess you
That's what
would.
kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Mmm.
I always expected
Canned
to be dead
eggs.
tomorrow.
Or peaches? Peaches. Just eating peaches
If you
right
wait
out of the
long enough,
can.
You get used to anything.
Okay, sure, but What was happening
Even
in
amongst
the
the
Pacific
other side of
Northwest
the
that there
door
was so
was
much
two
rattling?
women. Almost friendly.
76. January of 76. Why was there so much rattling? I guess we're... Okay, hang on. This is also a reference
And
to
then one
another
day,
film or something.
Everything just
Where somebody survives off peaches for a ridiculously long time.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Either or, friend, either or. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of
It's been a week
peaches,
now, the
peaches for
longest
free.
in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Yeah,
have
we'll
to
open
leave.
up the blinds.
Well, I still can.
So you spent 30 years in this bunker room? Oh boy. It just goes more down. Blue. Tomato.
I know it's out there.
Ketchup?
Somewhere.
Oh, that wouldn't stay good. No, you can't preserve tomato ketchup. That'd be one of the first perishables to go away. So would the grape. Well, the grape jelly might last a little longer, but not 30 years long. Unless, oh, you know what? Okay, no, I get it. Edith was feeding him. Edith was dropping him goods and supplies while he was paranoid down here in the bunker. I get it now.
Whatever killed Barbara.
Also,
and
hi,
Molly
Jishin. Hi, Ebony.
and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Well, it might just. It might just. Goodness. Just cozy right up to it, huh? I know, right? That was my thought too. Like he's just about to go see
Whatever's out
freedom
there, I want you to know
and fresh air.
I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah, I bet. After eating 30 years of peaches.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh my God! Comedy of tragedy of error, death of... oh, God, my good Lord.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh, no. Oh, Walter, why? Okay, so we're still missing a
I'm
little
sure
bit of
my mom was
information about
trying to
Edie.
protect me.
Ah, yes. A beautiful day out in this. Who's the fisherman? That would bother me so much. This is a little pet peeve of mine. I love nature photographs so much. They bring me lots of joy. But whenever there's just even just the tiniest trace of humanity in them, it bothers me. Not like irrationally, not like, you know, voices in my head level, but like, I don't like, if I want nature, I want nature, not the thing that's, you know, impeding upon it, you know? Anyways, that's my whole bit. We got some bone jitters and a wheel of fate to do. All right, let's do it. Let's do it real quick, shall we? Yeah. First off, The Bone Jitters. All right. Now let's spin it to win it. Let's see. We got another. Who redeemed that one? Sorry. Wheel of Fate for Rendraka. Here we go. Spin it. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Drink some water. Yeah, hydration is important. We gotta do this. Hydrate so you don't end up like Walter. Oh, buddy. So, 47, 60, 61, 80. We haven't seen Sam yet. 37. Have we had the opportunity to see Edie's yet? I'm not even sure. Oh, and an offensive oracle. Okay, we'll do that real quick too. Here we go. Spirits! Rise up. Jishin would like another fortune. What words of wisdom do you have for Jishin? Hey, Jishin. You're talented. And fucking amazing, okay? The world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't use it for dumb shit. Seriously. Your actions and the impressions you leave on people are your legacy. Little stupid things you do now will come back 30 years from now. I promise you they will. And it could be in a good way. It could be in a bad way. Sometimes the most fun moments are the memories you'll have in 20 years. So just do your best. Just do your best. It's okay. We're all trying. That's all we can do. Only advice I could give is be conscientious of your future. Or I guess of your present actions, you know?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Well, how about we not jump out onto the train tracks?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Uh-huh. Yeah, that ketchup is definitely not good anymore. So is the grape jelly. It's bad. Don't touch those. The vitamins might still be good, if not a little bit. Peanut butter's probably still good. That stuff lasts forever if left unexposed to air.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make
this is your
the same
refuse
mistakes
pile?
she made.
30 years of garbage? Honestly, I would have expected it to be bigger. That's surprising.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh. I guess we're
Now that
going
there's
outside
only one
now.
of us left. Or maybe two.
Oh, this is how I die. I'm going
I
out
thought
the
it was
Walter
time I
way.
heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now
No,
I'm
that's
worried
fine.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I mean, that could be. Alright, well, on the bright side, I don't think I need to worry about, I'm wondering what the heck that is since the beginning here. I don't need to worry about getting run over by a train.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Sure. Oh.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh, no.
And the history you're a part of.
This isn't the end, is it? This can't be the end. I've still got more family members. Yeah, there's still more to do. We're fine. We're fine. See that there's like a buoy or something out there with all that refuse. I wonder what that refuse is, and I bet you it comes into play later.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot of beach chairs. Hi, Faye, that is probably accurate, honestly. You'd collect that and sell it as vintage, and people would pay hundreds of thousands for it.
And stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
So if I'm 17, how at risk of this curse am I? Oh, okay. So apparently part of the house is about to go down. I mean, that's what happens when you build close to the ocean. Erosion.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family
we
Finch
are
is building
Edith.
a cemetery before starting the house?
Edie is our grandmother.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Swear to God, don't you dare. If there's a hamstringing in this, I'm walking away. Doing it. But can we take a second here?
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lurpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Ah. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy, Bailey, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Christopher, Shotzi. Shotzi?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Hamstringing is when, so you know your Achilles tendon in your ankle? I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm sure you can imagine from there. Holly Finch, Alvin Finch, Sven and Edie Finch, Walter Finch, Barbara Finch. And actually, you know what, Haife? You're right, because okay, we are currently within someone's story. We are someone reading a journal, and this is the text in that journal that we're reading. Much like we, the character, are jumping into other people's stories within this journal. It is a whole Inception thing going on here. Look close at Walter's, it's cool. Okay. Oh no. Oh, Walter. Oh, Walter. Oh, buddy. Oh. Poor little guy. That is cool and very sad. These are very personalized gravestones. I want to know what the frog's name was, damn it! Who had a pet frog?
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Past doesn't go away.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Really? That's the house? They were this close? And that's where it went down? Oh, that is a curse. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think the family was cursed after that too, but they were cursed before this.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Pocket Paras, hello. How's it going? Good to see you again. Can we get a shout out for Pocket Paras really quick? How was...
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
How was Plague Tale?
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
There we go. Y'all should check out Pocket Paras. You're a sweetheart. You're cute. You're a parasaur.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it
Plays
wasn't
cool
enough
games.
to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Oh. I mean, Milton might still be alive. The other dude was under there for 30 years. And yeah, so I wanted to mention Pocket. Plague Tale
So many
Innocence.
things I wish I could ask
God
my
damn it.
mom now.
Stop
Part
interrupting
of
me,
me
game!
thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
Plague Tale Innocence was actually the very first game I played as Eerie. It was the very, he streamed as Eerie. Prior to that, it was usually just multiplayer games with friends and goofing and gaffing. And that was kind of like after I got settled in and kind of like learned more about streaming. And when I really wanted to kind of start doing like something that was focused towards me, that was the very first game I played was Plague Tale Innocence as this guy's. But, you know, it was well before any of like the haunted spooky stuff that you see around you was a thing at that point. So I actually have there's a phenomenal game, very emotional. And 2, probably really what helped me shape what I wanted to do with this channel. So it's a legacy memory game for me. And it was so fun watching you play it. Probably just suicide for us to come back to this house, isn't it? Seems like everybody else died in this house, right? Like,
But looking back on it now,
just how it happened.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Holy shit! Twenty-two weeks. Good Lord. Well. Yeah, girl, you're halfway to popping. You should not be climbing around like this.
I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both
I know,
pretty intense.
Hyphae! I know!
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but
Goose.
Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That's fair. So, was this the other twin? Aw, what a photo.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to...
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's okay, got it.
Maybe I had to wait a little longer
Gonna
before
take some
taking these
pictures,
photos.
Okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Bird. 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 Get it in
You're
focus.
right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Cute. Man, it does not do scenic at all, but its zoom is incredible. What lens do I have on this sucker? Whoops. Well, misshoots happen. What am I aiming for? Am I gonna discover a body somewhere on the beach? I thought I got the birds. Got the birds again. The other birds? What other birds? What secret birds do you know about? We're not supposed to photograph the secret birds. Nobody's supposed to know about them. Seriously, what do you want me to take a picture of? What do you want me to do? I mean,
Should not have drunk all that coffee.
oh boy.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it say?
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
Oh.
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Is this
To
my
tell you
dad?
the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh no, is this my dad?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
What? Am I taking a picture or is he taking a
Dad,
picture?
I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh my god! What a time to take a picture. Oh my gosh.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh jeez.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Holy fuck!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh my god. Okay, so this isn't my dad, this isn't my grandpa. But like, god damn.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
He just didn't want to live afraid. And he probably wanted to make it so that, you know, his daughter didn't have to be afraid either. He probably didn't believe in the curse until the moment he was flying off the cliff. Or he tried not to believe it. It's not, Cranky, it's not. It's a video game. And it is definitely kind of a goofy, cartoony sort of thing. But from an empathy standpoint, like, holy fuck, it's so sad.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Imagine being Edie, still alive throughout all this. Finch control. I appreciate the atmosphere they've set up in this game. It's very pretty. Also, this is literally like the most hauntedest house ever. Yet somehow these ghosts are very chill. They want you to know their story. Oh.
I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Well. At least we're... Oh, no. Oh, no! Game's gonna make me kill a baby?
I wish you could.
Jeez.
About the world he saw.
Ah, come on!
Hey, there's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Have all the toys in there too. Oh, a year old. Fuck, man. Yeah, the divorce contract absolutely makes sense. Most couples dissolve after they lose a child together. It is incredibly rare that they can stay together when this happens. Oh.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Ah.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Okay. Been a long time since I've flown a kite, too.
Talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
How old was Gus?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I mean, it's kind of a story of everybody's hubris. Well, except for poor Gregory. Gregory didn't have hubris. Gregory wasn't old enough to have hubris. Yeah, that's how you fly a kite.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
And yet here I am, still flying a kite out in the storm.
Close and full of angry power. but all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Oh, jeez.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Just got Nope vibes.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah. 13 years old? Yes, something like that, yeah. Don, sweep, trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Be a baby.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh. Yeah, nobody really leaves this house, do they? Maybe it's the house that's cursed, not the family. They brought the bricks back from the old house? I mean, come
Religion
on.
was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I would love to have a loft like this. Holy cow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
So she was a student. Oh, that's a cute picture. Sanjay, thank you. Spent some time in India. Places to visit. Taj Mahal. Where helping hands create safe places. Aw.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Aw. So, the same mom.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
This also the mother of Gregory. So she remarried, had another child.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
So what happens to the spouses of people with this family curse? It seems like they kind of die too.
The house had to get a little bigger,
In a
but
way.
Edie was used to that.
Huh. Yeah, no kidding. So now we're way up on this wild-ass extension.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Edith, Lewis, Milton.
But it didn't last.
Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Relief efforts end in disaster. Well, that's something you don't often see alongside this. The Duolingo bird is a baby. Pretty sure we had that poster in my elementary school. That was a different child entirely.
The beginning of the end was
Oh, I see what the
Wilson's 10th
conversation is.
birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, Milton. 1992
After
to...
Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
So we're back to discover what happened to Milton, and as well as just get the rest of the story, huh? 1992. Year after I was born. house. He's trying to paint the house. That's cute. This is something entirely different. Modeling set, architect. Kid's wanted to be an architect, didn't he? These are not your basic, just sketchy drawings. Hello. Hi. Who are you? You stand out. You're not like the others. Oh.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
It's a very big book. This is the biggest flip book I ever did see. Aww. So yeah, I feel like we're missing people. We've missed Edie. We've missed Dawn. Did we miss Dawn? Can we go back? Let's go back in that room and see if we can find Dawn or something. Oh, I'm good? Okay, I'll take your word on it. Take your word on it. What a lad. What a child. What a champion. Alright, Ginger, you want your fortune told? I could do that for you. Spirits! Spirits arise! Ginger would like to know their fortune. The spirits are pretty much on it. Hey, Ginger, you need a good fucking cry. Get your ugly cry on and let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. True. Hey, you know what? There doesn't even have to be a reason sometimes. Sometimes, just cry. It's okay. Sometimes just cry. I encourage it. Keeps you balanced. Balances your humor. I don't want to know what humor that was. Alright, down we go.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Must be rough, not knowing.
Whatever
just
Milton
not
had found in
knowing.
the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What do you mean, what he found in the house? Okay, so obviously I can't climb up anymore. Climb the ivy! I guess we can go up this now, too.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think
Good
Louis
Lord.
blamed himself.
What did Louis do?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, yeah. Salmon.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
I mean, this would be a pretty chill space for literally all of this. Seems like a good time, but a bad way to cope. God, that's cozy as hell. I mean, if this place was as engineered as it allegedly is, This would be an incredible house. Oops, come on. Try again. Oh, try again. There we go. A little, unclear on what exactly is the best way to go about it.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Ah!
That part of him lived on.
Yeah, I imagine that smell just doesn't go away. Cream, hello! I don't know if we're winning, but I think we're doing pretty good. Love the bohemian look to everything.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
What kind of pet did he have? That's what I want to know.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh. I didn't realize there was a reflection of the text. That was cool. High school diploma. Good job, good job. Locker contents. Computer. Can you imagine for a second this being your gaming setup? Man!
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Yeah.
He kept
Makes
working
sense.
at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
It began to...
wander.
Oh. Okay.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I'm gonna get my hand caught
He'd
off.
feel his way about.
I'm trying to focus on both so I don't get my hand cut off.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
A love of video game design?
I wasn't expecting them.
Well, I mean...
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Yeah, it may not always be a good thing.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
An imaginary friend in this world inside your
On the edge
head.
of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
This is why automation is important. So we don't lose our hand in a cannery accident.
Starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds,
I'm trying very hard to double focus here,
were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
Power of a strong imagination is quite beautiful.
For mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, yeah?
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Try not to drift too far.
Minneapolis.
Oh boy.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh boy. Just tuned the whole world out.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Oh, I didn't realize I was making such a choice there.
The queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents? Hell yeah.
sinister serpents.
Oh, was I supposed to knock him over?
Followed the sound of her
electric sitar!
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh boy. Oh, this is quite the perspective
But he was so
shift.
proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Apart from, you know, the concern of chopping your hand off. But I know people whose imagination is that strong. I work hard to practice and get an imagination stronger and better just like that.
He began to forget the world we knew.
It's good to be able to forge things with your own mind, you know?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
It would pain me too.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey, Lewis?
I still thought I could save him.
That's not a
Even after
doorway.
he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
That's not a place I want to go.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Uh-oh! Oh dear. I like the cat.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
It is beautiful. I love the garb. I would wear garb like this.
His queen
This is
waited,
incredible.
holding his crown.
Oh, I see where this is going and I don't like it.
Left to do.
No.
Bend down his head.
But why is this in his imagination?
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
And that, Umbra, is the story of why I have such a sad expression on my face. Oh boy. Okay. This is good. This is a really good game, y'all. Don't worry, I'm not done. Was that really worthy of 2 ghosts? Come on now. we got Dawn and we got Edie left. Oh my goodness. Who knows, Cranky? Who knows? There's so many reasons that it be that way. Oh. But we do have a wheel of fate to spin amidst the chaos. So let's do that real quick, shall we? Here you go, Acre. I know you've been waiting a little while for it. Ah, some stretches? Okay. Honestly, that's a good idea. You okay? Ah, alright. Okay. Handsome bone jitters. You got it, friends. All right, here we go. Yay! And you know what? I think I need to take just a real quick break here, y'all. So give me like 5 minutes to do some proper stretches, and then we'll wrap this game up. We'll be back we'll be back soon. Hang tight. All right, thank you for your patience, y'all. I just need to stand up and do a little stretching here. Okay, so, Hi, Faye. I'm not sure what's become of Sanjay. I know that we do get, well, we don't necessarily get their partner's information. We know that Sven died tragically. He had a piece of what was going to be like a dragon slide, like a playground piece, fall on him and die. He was trying to build it. Sven down there at the very bottom next to Edie. Odin, we know he and Ingeborg, or maybe just, I don't remember. I think he and Ingeborg died when the original house sank out in the bay out there. Walter, we know what happened with Walter. Sam and Kay divorced, so I don't think, well, no, hang on. Kay and Sam had Dawn, Gus, and Gregory. And then Dawn and Sanjay had Lewis, Milton, and Edith. Edith. Hi, I'm Edith. I haven't died yet. So I think that's what we're trying to figure out, because Ingeborg technically died pretty tragically, if I remember her death correctly, but it was a little understated. Sven had a tragic death as well, even though he was not in the family. And yeah, we haven't really found out about Sanjay yet, or Dawn. Like, we know that, oh wait, what do we know? Sam and Kay divorced after Gregory died. So, let's see, it was Dawn, then a year later Gus, and then a few years later Gregory. Got it, okay. Jealous of this kid's room, oh my goodness. I know it's completely unrealistic, but still. Went and beheaded himself. Man. He didn't cut his hand open. He never cut his hand open. He full on stuck his head underneath the thing.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh, poor Edie.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Oh.
I wish we'd
he cut his hip open, actually. How'd he cut his hip open on a friggin' table saw? I don't know.
But I understand why we left.
Was this our little apartment? This little derelict thing on the very tip top that... Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mom has that hanging on the wall somewhere in her place.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
So Edie was 90 when that picture was taken.
What
that was
happened
about
that night
when
had
we
been coming
left.
for a long time.
Paper Finches.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
My mom about to die? Oh boy.
But it had to end one way or another.
Where's Edith
All
about to
that's
die?
left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh. What does this say? Are they just letters? Just a lamp full of letters? Oh. No, this is technically my room, isn't it?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Or Edith.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my
Why
mom
was the
sealed the
power off?
library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Seems like a very dangerous place to have just a bunch of candles.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
I mean, I might.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh!
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God,
We should not be going out here!
awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Listen for the bell.
I started seeing things.
Okay. A deer that wasn't a deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Probably that, yes. I don't know what this is anymore,
Things
Lucifer.
I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Bad parenting.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
I can't imagine
A few years went
moving away from someone that in need. In this case, she killed her mother. Or I guess if you're talking about Edith.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Huh.
I'm still
boy.
not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Help! I'm not prepared for this. Where am I?
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh boy.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Yeah.
Things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
But what happened to... What happened to Edith? She die in child labor? And she knew she was going to die in child labor? Wow. Huh. I don't know, man. Something about Giant Sparrow and Annapurna just kind of know exactly how to hit you on the heartstrings and pluck them in a way that just kind of leaves you coping with the moment. I apparently walked over a couple things. I didn't mean to. I mean, all more reason for y'all to play it if you haven't already. This isn't a newer game. It's a few years old at this point. So, you can definitely find them on sales if Hey. You can definitely find them on sales if this is your kind of thing. I like that it's pictures of all the children, you know, well, like all the developers as kids, you know? That's really pretty too. A great way to look at it. I like that a lot. Oh, this is a very beautiful game. I got an achievement for seeing Johan's name. I guess I get an achievement for actually watching the credits? Why wouldn't I when it's actually really fascinating? I can definitely see why this is one of your favorite games, Oth. This is beautiful. It really is. I love it very much. I love stories. I love movies. I love books. I love media that just quite literally takes me away. And I think one of my favorite things about video games is because you're interacting with the medium, it physically makes you a part of it. More than just the fourth wall of the audience, but the character within the story. And therefore, it just ingrains into your head even further. And that's incredible. We have a scope and an ability now that to tell stories on such a scale that, you know, little games like this. A game that I picked up a while back for cheap and then decided to play tonight because I spun a wheel. It's gonna live on in my head for a long time. Or, you know, just the ability to transport me like that. Just one little thing. Just the seed in a soil, you know? Very good. They did a very good job here. I don't know. Annapurna special thanks, yeah. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Scarred for life too. Well, that's just reality. In loving memory, Lewis Finch, the Edith Finch team. Aw. Edith, Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. 2012 to 2017. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we got him. But we never did see Sanjay or Kay. Or Ingelborg, or we never figured out how to see them. But they weren't really part of the family tree. They were the, well, you know, they were the wedded in, if you will.